Okay, IED. Today we're actually going to make the pin section of the Carabiner pin assembly, and this one's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of complication that goes down to it. We've got a cylinder for the housing that holds the ink, and then there's going to be this little tip at the top, which we'll use. If you used your dial caliper measurements carefully, you should have gotten some numbers that are really close to what you see on the screen. So if you accidentally did not get one of those measurements, or if you're a virtual student, use these measurements for the creation of the pin that we're going to do right now. And I'm going to start with the bottom part, with the least complicated, and then I'm going to add the more complicated part to it as we continue to go up. And I'm going to need to get different values as we go back and forth. So I'm going to try the best I can to remember them all, but these are big numbers in terms of like the numbers of decimals that are associated to them. So I'll give it a shot and see what happens. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we're going to create a sketch and go to the top view and click the top so I can actually see it going straight down. And I'm going to create a circle, and that circle is going to be 1/10 of an inch. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to type in 0.1, enter. And then I'm going to click the green check mark. And after I click the green check mark, I'm going to extrude it. And our extrusion that we're going to use has an extrusion of 2.04 inches. So 2.04 inches. And we're going to have it go up this way, like so. All right, and that's the first part. So click the green check mark, and if we go back to our drawing, I think this is the one. Yeah, if we go back to our drawing, it's 2.04 inches up and 1/10 of an inch across. There's your first section. Now we're going to add the tip to it. So we're going to have this in 3 different sections. The first section is 0.185, the second section is 0.098, and the third section is 0.030. Before I forget though, let's go ahead and hollow this out because this is a part of a, let's see, what is that called? It's got a ink inside of it, so we're going to need to hollow this out. So I'm going to click the shell command. I'm going to shell it out. 0.1 inches is way too thick, so let's go 0.006 for 6 thou. And you should actually see a little bit of a wall there. If you want to go a little bit further, like 8 thou, you can, just to make sure you've got a little bit of depth to your cylinder. All right, so we're going to add onto this. So I'm going to hit extrude, and I'm going to, actually, I lied to you. I'm going to create a sketch, and I'm going to create a sketch on this surface on top. So I'm going to click on this surface, and then I'm going to make a circle, and I can try to hit it right in the middle with that yellow square that shows up. And my diameter length is going to be, I forgot, so I'm going to go back to my drawing, 0.88. Hopefully that didn't lock it in place. I think it did. Let me go back to it. I'm going to hit dimension, go back his. There we go. 0.088, enter. That's going to make it a little bit bigger than the actual cylinder on the inside, which is good because you want it to kind of look like it's a different part than what was before. After that, we're going to extrude upwards, and we're going to extrude upwards 0.185, and then we're going to extrude upwards 0.098. Let's see if I can remember that. 0.185, 0.098. This is the complete one. Never mind. Here we go. So I'm going to click on the circle on the inside, and we're going to make this 0.185. I'm going to hit enter, and that's good. Then we're going to extrude again, and you remember this time you don't have to make a sketch. We can just extrude on this surface, and it'll automatically extrude it out. This one needs to be 0.098, and looks about right. I'm going to add a draft to it, and I'm going to add a draft going the other direction to kind of make it taper in of 5 degrees to kind of make it look like it's going a little bit further in on the pin. So I'm going to click the green check mark, and it looks good. The last part is that rounded area up top has a radius value of 0.030. So the easiest way to do that is to make a cylinder on top and then just give it a fillet of 30 thou or 0.030. So I'm going to click extrude, and I'm going to click on the surface on top, and I'm going to make sure that it extrudes out 0.030. Oh, no. hang on, I lied to you. Yeah, no, okay, no, I don't think I lied to you. Never mind. We're make it go out 0.030, and then we're gonna do a radius fillet. We're gonna radius zero point zero 0.02 or 0.2 is way too thick, so we're gonna go 0.030. The same thing as the other value. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. There we go. So we now have a, let's see if we can get this out of the way. We now have the pen. You can make it look like whatever you want. So you can go over to the appearance. I'm going to make it look a little bit more gray. So I'm going to give it this like darker color. And there we go. There's the pen, the actual ink pen part of our carabiner pen assembly. Hope this was helpful. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you later.